Testing microphone. Okay, there it goes. It was working a second ago. Okay, so these are, this is a donor board. This is a donor board. This is the one I'm working on. Uh, Everything's kind of a mess right now. So I'm gonna take the max, I believe it's 77812. Let me just, yeah, 77812 from this donor board and put it on this board. I've already done an extensive amount of diagnosing to this board. So far I have, well, I've taken off and put the M92 back on. M92T36 did not seem like the issue. I've taken off the BQ chip and putting it back on. Also seems fine because everything is charging. I accidentally melted that connector, so I may replace it. But I forgot it was there and I took off the max chip. So I've also put a new Max 77620H on this. Right now it is missing the VDD rail right here, which I'm not sure if is because the Max 77812 is off or not. It's stuck in first stage boot. I think it was, so I've tried it with the eMMC on and the eMMC off. With the eMMC on, it only pulls 40 milliamps. With the eMMC off, it pulls 100 milliamps. I've tried a good eMMC, same result. I am not sure. So I don't think it's the eMMC. And I've also checked all these in diode mode, and I think they're all good. I've checked these resistors. So basically right now I'm at the stage of, oh, another thing I did was I had a short on this side. I'm not sure where it was coming from. I removed this little fuse and I tested both sides. The short is gone now. I think maybe it was just because I had the BQ chip off. I'm not really sure. Um, I've actually done so much to this board, I don't even know what the initial issue was. I kind of forgot. Um, I had it down as a no power issue, but I'm not sure why it had no power. But I've pretty much isolated everything. So I know it's not this max chip because that's a new max chip and all the other rails are present. Only one missing is the, what is it, 1.3, or right here, 1.3 volt is not there, and so everything along that line is also not there. I don't have any reason to suspect the P13, and everything's good up here. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and put this Max 77812 back on because I'm having weird diode readings on these. I don't know if it's because the chip's off. I don't know what the diode reading should be without the chip. So I'm gonna put it back on and see what I get. And that'll make more sense, hopefully. First thing I'm gonna do, I guess I could, before I take that other max chip off, I could clean this up. I've already, so a couple of these have kind of merged, but I think that's okay because they're all on the same circuit. So like you can see that, for example, these two are on the same pad, these two are on the same pad, these two I believe are on the same pad. This one's on the same pad as that one, so it shouldn't affect it. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse after I clean it this next time. But we'll see. I have difficulty getting these clean without scratching the board. I don't know why I suck at it, or if that's just how it is, or if my temp's too hot. Um, I am not really sure. Um, anyway, I gotta cut the edge of this wick off. Actually, that wick was fine. I didn't have to do that. Now I've got little copper strands all over because I cut such a small piece off. Oh boy. Okay, let me wipe this off first. Oh, knocking stuff over. Wonderful. My desk is kind of a wonky setup. You can't really see it, but I have a little shelf there, and the shelf is really like not attached, so it moves a lot. Also, before I start, I want to check my Discord to make sure it shows that I'm streaming. So let me check that real quick. Put this back. Can see this. Okay, let me check Discord. Yep. Shows I'm streaming. Okay. Alright. How is my focus here? Nope, that's wrong way. Oh, I love this new articulating mount, but I wish it was more sturdy. I think it wobbles so much because my desk itself is not very sturdy and it's attached to the desk. I thought about attaching it to something else, but I have a lift desk, and so it wouldn't lift with me if I did that. So it's not really an option. Let me switch tips here on my soldering iron. I want to go with I'll go with this tip. I don't know what this tip is called. It's like the blunt kind of thing. Yeah, hard to see. Does a good job of transferring heat. I don't need this at 420 because I've already replaced that. I'm going to put it at like 360. Let me put some flux on here. I am just going to use some nano flux. One, because it's clear, two, because it's cheap. Oops, I just got some flux on my glove. Hold on. Hold on. Don't want that there. Put a little alcohol on this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not very... There we go. So I think I might even need a higher temp. It's just not grabbing at all. I'm using 360. Eh, that's getting it. Trying not to push too hard. I don't want to scratch this up any more than it already is. Looks like there's a few points here. It's honestly probably fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Just doing a little cleanup. Alright. Let's get that other chip off now. Let me clean this up too real quick. Cause I'm gonna put down a different flux when I actually put the chip on. That's good enough. Wait, hold on. Oh, I don't like those top ones. They look worse than I thought. Okay. Redo those. Thought I got those better. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, we'll go with that. Let me wipe that off again. Yeah, that's better. They're more flat now. I can never get them to look super nice. I don't know why I suck at wicking. I think Nanofix has a video called Why You Suck at Wicking. Maybe I need to go rewatch it. I think I watched it already. Okay, let's get this chip off of here. I'm just going to take it off without flux. 400 at 50% airspeed. If you get me close. Honestly, I probably could have done 450 and do this faster. Just a donor board. Oops. Is that just flux or did I check it? Oh, there it is. We have our chip. Now let's take this board off of this board holder. Put the one that I'm going to attach it to on here. And it's a little wobbly. It'll be alright. Yeah, there we go. Now it's good. Alright. We gotta reball this chip. Well, I'm gonna use paste, but you get the idea. I have to clean it too. Wait, I gotta clean it first. Putting it in a little board holder here. There we are. It's up or down? Down. There we go. Going to use some Whiskey Tango. is plenty. Looks good, nice and clean. Wipe off this old flux with a Q-tip. It's not quite focused for. There we go. Yeah, the focus on my camera seems like it's always just a little off. Okay. Just want to clean this off so I can see the lettering on it. There. All right. Back to here. Gonna put some Whiskey Tango on this. I do believe it goes this way. Let me double check that. What is this? I got a CPU 10 board right here. Yep. Okay, let me get that into a better position. That's good right there, I think. Wait. Wait a minute. I forgot to repaste it. What am I doing? Let's do that first, eh? That's like, must be the camera, man. I don't usually do that. Well, let me clean this off again. There, that's good. All right. Where's my stencil? Oh, put the thing under it. Oh man, it's gonna be hard to pick up. There we go. All right, let me look on this real quick. Max 77812 right here. Wait, let me flip it over. Where's my chip? There we are. I got this in the right orientation. Yep. Okay. Gonna rotate it a little. Let me just turn the chip. That'll make it easier. There. That's good. This looks a little dirty for some reason. Looks okay. I need to let this alcohol dry. Come on. Ah, whole thing's turning again. Gotta let this alcohol dry first. It's making it difficult. Oh no. Flipped it. Oh, there I reflipped it. That was epic. Okay. I think we're dry now. Okay. Right there. Perfect. Yeah, that looks good to me. Alright. Grab my paste real quick. I already did. Spatula. Take a little bit of this. Probably got too much. It's okay. Never hurts to have too much. Better too much than too little. Okay, that's good. Let's clean this up a bit. And take a wipe and just lightly wipe this off. Okay. This is very low melt. I'm gonna do 30% airspeed. I usually do like 330. Yeah, 320, whatever. We're going with that. And where am I? Got my tweezers here. Just holds it down so it doesn't pop up when you heat it. You can mess it up. Right now I'm just heating the whole stencil around it so there's no like crazy warping from just heating this middle area. Okay, now we're going to start from the corner. There we go. Heat it for just a tiny bit longer. Make sure those are on there good. Hold it down for just a little bit. And we're good. Now we're going to pull this off. It'll probably stick to it a little, so we're just going to give it a little poke. Boom. There you go. And we're just going to give it a light little reflow to make sure those are all on there well. With a little whiskey tango. Don't need a lot. %, might blow it around. We'll see. Really want to see those balls melt. Yep, there it goes. Alright, let me grab my tweezers. Ah, that's very blurry. There we go. Clean. Wait for them to harden again. Okay, I think they're solid, but they look a lot better than they were a second ago. Wipe off this flux. Now we can resume where we were. And put this on here. And get this focused. Nope, up. There. That's good. Alright. Let's see. Which side are we on here? Is there still enough flux on there? Yeah, I think so. Get off my tweezers. Thank you. Let go, please. Please let go. Alright. I'll just help it along a little. I can't read it because it's got flux on it. Alright, let me clean it off. Probably should have just cleaned it off when it was when I was reheating it. Let me double check that. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Now I can read it. Oh, yep, that's the right way. I am going to add just a tiny bit more flux. Just a little bit. There. That's good. That seems like a little chunk. I had to squish it. Now let's get this in the right spot. That seems good to me. Okay, so we're going to do this at 350. Once again, we're going to do 30%. Don't want to blow it away. Hopefully it'll stay where we want it. It might move a little bit. I'll just correct it. Yep, we're moving a little bit because the flux is melting under it. Alright, that seems good to me. There, I think it just moved into place. Okay, that should be good. And it's on there. Okay, let's clean this up a little. And no alcohol yet. Just waiting for it to cool down before I use alcohol. There's a little chip right there, huh? It's still pretty hot. Clean over here. Clean over here. I wonder if that connector's still gonna work. Might as well clean off this. Don't know how flux even got up here. Alright, it should be cool. Cool enough. Okay, now I want to plug it in. Oh, you know what I just realized? I never opened my software for this. One momento. There. Okay. So, that seems good to me. Now, I'm going to try to power the board on and see if I get a different voltage than before. Not voltage, different amperage. So we're going to power it through the battery port. Okay, we've got, as you can see, 4.2 volts on the power supply. Okay, we're plugged in. And I am going to start it by jumping these. Okay. Okay, we jumped. Oh, we're still jumping around some voltages. Sorry, amperage. Well, you can see it. Now we're sitting at 118. I don't think it ever booted, but I could be wrong. Let me check the voltage rails real quick. I really kind of don't need a microscope for this, but whatever. Where am I? There we go. Let's check, see if we have VDD, because I did not have that before. That's what I'm wondering the most. Please. We have VDD. I think we have all our voltages. Yeah? Well, this one. I think that should have a voltage, shouldn't it? Shouldn't that be VDD? There's 3.3. What's this one? 0.8. Let me refer to the Retro 6 voltages, although I know it's a little different on the V2 and they have the V1. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, that's the, let me see this. Yeah, so that one should be 1 volt, 0.5 amps right there, I think. This one, but I got nothing. Right here, nothing. Right here. I know this one handles voltage a little differently, so I'm not sure if those should be there. This should be 1 volt. That's 0.8. So, I don't know, it could be a little different. It's 4.2. That's nothing. Nothing. What's this one? 1.2? I don't think that's right either. It's hard to tell. 0. 0.02. I want to hook it up to a screen and see what happens. Let's see. Let me grab a switch screen up here. Is this one I'm working on? Yes, it's this one. Throw this in this real quick. battery connector's a little in the way. There. Okay. Is that good? It was. Just pull it back there. Don't need the Wi-Fi. Okay, something's keeping it from going down. That power, something's still keeping it from going down and sitting. What am I hitting? Oh, wait, no, something's still. What? Oh, it's this. Speaker wire's in the way. Grab out the backlight. Okay. No, that wasn't it. Still doesn't want to sit. Maybe it is that? What is it hitting? I'm confused. I haven't had. Why is that so loose? I don't think I've ever had that loose. Wonder if I should try it on a different screen. Yeah, we're sitting now. Whatever it was, it's out of the way. Dang. I'll go in there. There we go. I might as well connect up the power button so I don't have to short it out. Backlight so we can see what we're looking at. And then my positive wire to here. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's powering up. Are we going to get a stage 2 boot? No. It stopped. Nothing. Okay. So we're getting pretty close. We're just not getting into stage 2. This is where I'm wondering if I should try a different eMMC. So let me pop this one off real quick and just throw this one on. Make sure it's not an eMMC issue. No, that actually made it worse. Now it goes straight to 0.095. Interesting. Nothing on the screen. That's weird. Wonder if I should try installing a mod chip on this. Is it because these are different manufacturers? No, they're the same manufacturer. Wonder why that one didn't work. Maybe that eMMC is bad. It could be. Not actually sure. Let me try this one. That one is the same thing. That's weird. So if I go back to the original, are we going to get back to where we were, or did something change? This could be a corrupt eMMC. Now we're booting again. But we're not going to get past the first. Oh, wait, what? It went to 350. Oh, okay, no, we're back down. Sitting at 100. I think I want to install a mod chip. That's what I'm going to do. Let me put one screw in here just to hold this down. My god, my area's a mess. Got so many donor boards. Which one did I just grab? I don't know. This one I'm putting back. I don't need any of these anymore. I could also look at it while it's at that 100 and check if anything's getting hot, but I don't think that's going to be it. I'm just gonna put a screw in here. One of these. Okay. Unplug this for the moment. Oop, I caught in the speaker. Okay, let's put a mod chip on this. I probably need to get more mod chip cables. I've used this one like 4 times. It's getting kind of gross. This is a V2, right? Yeah, HAD CPU. Okay, so this one. Alright, let's get back under the microscope. Oh, hey, wow, I didn't notice someone is in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I honestly wasn't really sure. Anyway, hi, how you going? You're like the first person to come in here that's not like one of my friends. Okay, let's put this on here. I'm just gonna use some cheap nanoflux. A little bit there. Yeah, I've only got one monitor right now, so I can't view chat when I'm like looking at other stuff. I have to get another monitor. Alright. Oops, solder this on. Oh, let me switch tips. I want to go with the knife tip. I like the knife tip. Where is my knife tip? Oh, here it is. Fell down. Yeah, thanks for the info too. It's good to know. I wasn't sure if it would get to second stage or not. That looks good right there. Alright. I like to do the ground first, just to keep it still. Get on there. Might need a little more. Yeah, I need a little more solder. Is that one on there yet? There it goes. Now it's on there. There we go. Most of my flux kind of flowed down. Zoom in a little more. Does he? I actually refer to Retro 6 a lot. I don't think I've watched many of their videos though. I mostly just go to the website. I have to watch that video then. Come on, get over there. I might need to. Oh, oh, there it goes. There we go. That one's good. That one's good. I think that one's okay. Yeah, that one's good. Oh, yeah. Ah, damn. That's unfortunate. My camera's a little crooked. There, that's better. Alright, let me test continuity real quick. Yep, yep. Alright, I got a little thermal pad here that I usually throw on this. Let me clean this up a bit too. Can't pick up the dang thermal pad. Keeps slipping out of my fingers. There. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure I can. I just have this little pre-cut thermal pad that here, let me see. I just cut this and I just throw this on there and then slap on the metal plate. It's way better than using paste at least. Although I am having trouble getting the little plastic piece I put on it off. I'll just use some tweezers. There we go. Alright. Slap that on there. Alright, we'll pop off this. I'm not gonna take it off of the shield because whatever. Should probably get this on here first. Oh wait, is the tab lifted? Yeah, it is. There we go. Got it. Alright, that's on. Oh, is my tape covering the port a little? Yeah, it is. Remove that. That's good. Alright. That should be on there, alright. Double check. Yeah, feels good. Let's throw this shield. I don't have the bend in it. Let me bend this metal out of the way so I'm not cutting the cable, FVC cable. There we go. Good enough. Is that, just want that to hold there. There we go. Now it's good enough. All right. I'm just gonna plug in the battery and then we'll just plug it in to the USB meter. Uh-oh. Right as I lost the USB meter. I've gotten this error before. Too many resources on one. It is charging. Well, I don't remember what I did last time to fix this. Maybe I'll just turn it off and on. Now it's off and it's just still flashing. Wow. There we go. See if it works. I'd have to close it and reopen it. Let's see. Oh, no, it doesn't detect it. Hmm. Yeah, I've got USB problems with this motherboard. Sometimes the USB completely crashes. I don't think it's booted though, because I think it's the battery's full dead. Yeah, let me switch off the microscope. It is charging though. Pulling 7 watts. Hasn't booted yet. Didn't check to see if there was a charging thing on the screen. Let's see. Not getting anything on the screen. No charge indicator, even though it is charging. Let me try pressing the power button. Nothing. Make sure this is all connected. Yeah, it looks okay. Let me try it with the battery off. I'll plug it up to my power supply again. I want to see what it's drawing. Okay, it's not even turning on. Maybe something shorted. Okay. Make sure. I might just take the shield off this, because that might be messing it up, or it could be that This piece of tape is messing it up. Chip might not be getting power either. Let's see. Is that plugged in all the way there? I think so. I know the soldering joints are good. Let me take this Captain tape off of here. Oh, that one's under the other piece. So I gotta take that piece off first. There. Okay. Let me get the shield off of this EMMC. Just gonna squirt some alcohol under it first. I'll separate it. There we go. Let me plug in this battery again real quick and see if the Picofly is getting power. Because I'm not getting any lights on it. Let me check this plug. It looks okay. Make sure it's in all the way. Yeah, not going in anymore. Check my solder joints again just in case. Could be that one's a little weird. They both look good to me. Let's see. I mean, that one looks good. And I was getting resistance across it. Not any weird level of resistance either. There's a lot of flux under that. Yeah, 13 ohms. Check my diode readings on them. Let's see. This is oh, that's right. The board view doesn't have those on it. Okay, we're just gonna check this port. Where is it? There. Yeah, it looks good. Probably fine. Okay, let's just try again. That snapped in nicely. EMMC is in. Not even getting light. Oh, there we go. I'm getting lights. It was flashing yellow, 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 yellow. Is that long, 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 short? Couldn't tell. Let me reset it. There we go. Okay. Yellow. I think that was 3 longs and a short. Alright. Let's see what the 3 longs and a short is. I probably should have bookmarked the page that had all the readings. Error codes. Let's see. 3 longs and a short. This says BCT copy failed. Comparison failure. What does that mean? I know there's a better error code list than the one that they posted on the GitHub. I think it was a Reddit post or something. Here, let me get it on the microscope and you can see what I'm talking about here. So I think that's 3 longs and a short. Long, 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 short. Failure in the glitch process, often caused by bad wiring, a port has zero connection or interference, requiring Captain tape. Huh. Just reading a bit. Google's telling me to check the clock, but I think this is giving like um, advice if it was an OLED, not a V2. We're not shorting out on anything, are we? Doesn't seem like it's anything's touching in there. I've never gotten a long, long, long short on one of these. I will... What happens when I power it on as well? I think it's already... I gotta hard reset it. Yeah, same issues. I know this chip works because I've used this chip on other V2s, so maybe I go and reflow my solder joints because that's kind of all I can think of to do until I find like a better, maybe someone else posted this error online and found a solution. Just trying to see if there's any posts or something online. Not finding any for this. Maybe I'll check their GitHub. I should remember that post that someone linked me a while back. Okay, I'm on the GitHub. And Google this. BCT copy failed. Says it could be trace damage, but I don't think so. I think first thing I'm gonna do is just reflow those joints. Because I'm not finding a whole lot of info. So let's do that. Let me put a little more flux on there. Let me unplug everything. Okay. I've been using Omega 559 RA Whiskey Tango. I've been liking them a lot. I use the nanoflux when I kind of want to see what I'm doing and I don't feel like I need a great flux for it. I need to put a little solder on my tip. And let's get in closer. That looks good. And hey, on that little slip there, I actually did that one again and looks really good as well. It's just a little out of focus. There we go. That one looks like it could use some help. The one on the left is solid though. It doesn't want to attach very well. There we go. That's a good attachment. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Those look, yeah, those ones already look really good, but give it a little more. Yeah, those ones look great. And I mean, both of these ground points are solid. Yeah, that ain't budging. Alright, let's try this again. We know that's plugged in well. I mean, everything should be good. Same thing. Triple long and a short. Alright, last thing I can think of is throw some Captain tape around this, but I don't think it's shorting. I wonder if it could be an issue with the EMMC. Oh my, I just launched that thing. It's on the ground. Let me check the... Yeah, that looks good. That looks fine. Let me get some of my Captain tape down. Hard to get this tape with gloves on. There we go. Got it. Okay. We're all wrapped in Captain tape. So absolutely nothing should be shorting. I wonder if I can get my meter to pop back up. Let's see. I think it's working. Is it detected? No, I'm still not detecting it. I don't know, man. But we are currently, I mean, we know what's going to happen. We're going to pull 7 watts. That's still triple long short. Now, I could use a different eMMC in this, yeah, because, I mean, I could still just boot into, like, custom firmware. So maybe I'm going to attach a different eMMC and see what the results are. But that's pretty bad if this eMMC can't even, like, I don't think it would be the eMMC. I don't think so. Let's see, where's an eMMC? Here's one. I'm gonna take this. Do I have one that's already disconnected? Good, somewhere. Flipping through some drawers currently. All my parts. I know I have extra eMMCs somewhere. Other than my donor boards. I put them in a little baggie. Okay. Maybe not. I can't find them. Alright, I'll just grab one of the ones from the donor boards. Oh wait, is this, nope, that one's missing the chip. Okay, I'll just grab one from the donor boards. It's fine. Hopefully one of these isn't also a dead eMMC. This board is a no power board too. What I did to it was I replaced the max chip, and it's gotten farther because it wasn't doing anything at all before. Um, but I'm wondering if there's still something wrong with it. Okay, that's off of there. Okay, this is the good or eMMC for that. Don't want to switch them up. Okay, what happens with this eMMC? Uh-oh, that one did different. That one booted. Oh no, so it is something with the eMMC. Huh. I guess I could reflow the chip and man, I shot that one off too. Yeah, rip indeed. I mean I could always try and reball it and hope that fixes it. I think I already tested the capacitors on it and they seemed okay. Well, that's good. So long, short. Probably eMMC or connections. Good to know. Uh, just to make sure that's not like a fluke, I'm going to put this one back on. Uh, okay, whoops. I think I just turned it off. Okay, that's the working one. And it does work. And let me just unplug the battery before I swap them again. So yeah, that's the good one. And then we'll put this one on again. Just a sanity check. Hey, that doesn't want to plug in. Come on. There it goes. Battery back in. Long, short. Alright. I'll try to reball it. Hot swap and dump it? Oh, yeah. I think I see what you mean. You mean like put this eMMC on a different one and dump it, or what do you mean by hot swap? Alright, let me put this one back before I get them mixed up. What do I do with the donor board for this one? I don't even know. Oh wait, it's right here. Duh. Okay, put that back. Get my board holder. I don't think I... Oh, it's right here. Boot with a good EMC. Boot and a half hot take to dump. Hot swap it for the bad one. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. But yeah, I could try that. Yeah. Hey, I'll take any ideas anybody's got. Let's see. Man, it's gonna be weird doing it in here. Maybe if I go Put it in like this. That should be good. I could just try reflow first. See if anything changes. Why not? Well, we'll go for a reflow. I have one of these. This is what I use. Then I have stencil. I've been doing I've been doing all of them with paste. This should have, what is it, 153, I think? Yeah, right there. So I use that. I want that. I want the Reball stencil jig. I've looked at it, trust me, and I've gone, should I fork out the money for this? Because it'd be cool to have. All right. Let me put a couple things, clean up a couple things here. It's too crowded. Gonna need that wick, so I'll leave that there. Alright, gonna need that too. I thought the Samsung ones were more reliable than the SK Hynix. Yeah, you mean because like unfortunately, like you expected it to be SK Hynix if it failed? Yeah, true. Alright, I'm gonna do 400. We're gonna do like 35% airspeed. There, I'll grab a tweezer just in case it moves. There we go. Got flux all around it. Is it free yet? No. Oh, there it goes. Alright, gave it a couple little nudges. We'll see if that does anything. Yes. Yes, I actually got it recently, maybe within like a month. And before that, I was using a Yiwa 853D, and this thing is awesome. I love it. It was either that or I get the quick, and I went with the Atten. Yeah, I had that Yiwa. It was like it was a combination one. I had a soldering iron and a hot air station, and it was like 150 bucks. I bought it like 5 years ago when I first started dabbling in electronics repair. And honestly, the it wasn't terrible. Like, I mean, it definitely wasn't as good as the Atom, but I got a lot done. Yeah. And that was also like there wasn't as many nice cartridge style soldering irons back then, so um yeah, it took forever to heat up. I actually got the G-Boon soldering station maybe like a couple months ago, and this thing's awesome as well. Oh Jesus. Why did it hit you for spamming? Hang on. How do I how do I undo that? It was Nightbot. I gotta change the settings on that, I guess. Yeah, I have to remember to go into Nightbot later. I don't care if people use all caps. Alright, that's cooled down. Alright. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I think it was like 20 something dollars for the shipping. And then I also got the Switch for so you can have, 3 tips. And that thing was out of stock like perpetually. And the only reason I got it was because I messaged G-Boon on AliExpress and I was like, "Hey, I've been waiting like 3 months to try and get this Switch. Is there any way you can let me know when you're restocking so I can be ready and buy it?" And they said, "We'll restock it right now. You're gonna have to be quick and buy it." I was like, "Oh, okay." So they sent me a link and I went there and they restocked it immediately and I got it. I was lucky. I couldn't believe they actually did that for me. I gave them like 5 stars. I was like, that is awesome. Because there's probably no way I would have gotten it if that didn't happen. All right, that looks good. Let me clean this up a little so I don't get flux on the screen. Nightbot. Why? I can see the link though. Let me see. In stock. Wow. That's crazy. Wait, what? And free delivery? Really? Every time I would look at it, I saw a bunch on eBay and they wanted like $40 for shipping. I've never seen it on Amazon before. Wait, it actually timed you out? Oh man. Okay. Uh, Let me go to Twitch real quick. Um, Stupid Nightbot. I don't even remember. I don't even remember where I set that up. Uh, was it directly on Twitch? Moderation settings. Is this the Nightbot? Let's see. No, that's not the Nightbot. I can hear my cat doing something behind me. What are you doing? Yeah, I have to figure out where Nightbot is. Is it? Okay. That's good. I set it up so long ago. Yeah, yep, it looks like I've been here before. How do I log in? Let's see, moderation. Might be in Streamlabs too, because I log into the Nightbot dashboard. Okay, well, where's the login? I'm on nightbot.tv. I really don't see what if I just click add to chat? There we go. There we go. Ah, here we go. Chat moderation. Excess caps off. Links off. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's see if that reflow did anything. Oh yeah, I didn't even clean this yet. Got distracted. Alright, come on, reflow magic. Long, 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 short. Alright, well, we'll give it a repaste. See what happens. I didn't launch it that time. We're getting better. Yeah, that is weird. I know. Rip EMMC. I'm gonna give it one more. I'm gonna use the stencil and paste it, but yeah, probably rip EMMC. Alright. Probably has enough flux under there. I'm just gonna heat it up. Oh, these tweezers aren't wide enough. Where's my other? Are these ones wide enough? Nope. Oh, these ones. Just about. You can kind of widen them. That works. I also do have. I have one of those suction things, but I don't know if it'll pick up one of these chips. Could have turned up the airspeed because it doesn't really matter if it blows away. I do not. Yeah, I'm watching it. Oh, there we go. Oop, dropped it. That's okay. The cap survived. I wonder if that clump was before or after I took it off. Probably after. Alright, let's clean it. Let's put a little nanoflux on it. Yeah, yep, mechanic nanoflux. It's not bad. I like that it's clear. I use it every once in a while. I'll probably actually use it more than any of my other fluxes because for like, I mean, I kind of reserve the more expensive ones like the Omega 559 and I have a 8341. I kind of reserve those for the tasks I kind of feel deserve it, I guess. Still heating up the iron. There we go. Zoom in a little. Oh yeah? Alright. I do love trying new flux. Alright. That looks pretty good. No, there's still little raised parts right there. M50 is white though. Okay. How's this look? Still little raised parts there. Oh, I'm at 360. No wonder. I thought I was at 380. There we go. That looks better. Just get right here a little. Alright. I think that's good enough. My poor microscope shakes so much when I clean my soldering iron tips. Do you want a little bonus, maybe? Cat. He's so fat. Tried to put him on a diet, but he gets so angry when you don't feed him. He starts knocking stuff down, climb on things, and just start using his paws to knock things off. He's a little asshole. He's a big asshole, actually. It's not little at all. Oh, popped loose. Yeah. Alright, we'll finish cleaning that later. This will be my first EMMC repaste. I gotta clean this off too, don't I? Well, I need like one pair of super wide tweezers. Yeah. Don't know why I moved my board holder away. Perfect. Ooh, had a little clog in there. Actually gonna switch this tip too. Where's the tip that I want? Right here. Probably use my wider. This tip does so much better. But my wider copper, why am I spacing it? My wick would probably be better. This one's only 2.5. I need to get more ceramic scissors. Mine are getting dull. They're not cutting as well. What a mess. I feel like I'm just spreading it. That looks nice and clean. Oh, oh, come on. It's like suction cup to the flux. There we go. Alright. Put it on paste stencil. Figure out the orientation on this. Let's see. There's a one dot in the corner on the inside, but I don't see that on this. Wait, this is 153, yeah? Hold on. There we go. Oh, a little off. Okay, positioning this one is like, oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that's good, right? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. A little harder to use this stencil than the switch one. It's a bit bigger. Gonna rotate. Oh, almost. Oh, a little too far. Dang, chip is moving with it. Uh-oh, now we're twisted. There we go. There we go. Now I'm a little off on the bottom still. There we go. That's it. I've been using the mechanic solder paste. I actually find it's pretty good. Just the one that you get in their little tub. Need more than that. Alright, I think that's good. Now I'm kind of in the corner of the camera, aren't I? There we go. Not quite the same field of view as my microscope. Alright, I do this low temp. I do 320 at 30%. Oh wait, let me clean up that little bit of paste on there. There. Alright, hold this down. Little piece of Captain tape on my tweezers there. Must have ripped off one of them. Alright. We'll go from the corner. Some of that looks like it oozed out a bit. But we'll see. Some of those balls look like they're coming through the stencil. Oh, no, we're good. Probably just push these ones out. Maybe. Yep. Oh, there we go. Alright. By the looks of that, I didn't think it was gonna come out well. Those balls look uneven though. Let me see. Nope, nope, down. Yeah, some of those are bigger. Some of them are smaller. That's weird. I'm gonna have to redo that, definitely. I mean, could be they're just not sitting the same. No. Some of those are definitely, yeah, yeah. That one's way tiny, that one's huge. And they're all on there, so yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that. Probably dry it out a little bit. Yeah, look at there's like it's like splashed around the edges too. Wow, that's gotta be like, I mean, this is my first time sleeving so many fibers. This is my first time doing a BGA chip, but man, it usually comes out so nice when I'm doing like M9, not M92s, Max chips or BQ chips. This is the worst I've ever seen it. Alright, let me clean this and redo it. I did notice that like in the mechanic soldering paste, some of it is like drier, and then there's like kind of a huge um, like fluxy pool in the middle, which I usually could just kind of avoid. This is the first time it's done me wrong. Oh no, there's another clog. My flux. Yeah, yeah, it really is like a pool of flux in the middle of the tub. I usually just avoid grabbing any paste from there. Let me grab some from here. That's good. This is Whiskey Tango Omega 559, and it soaks into the Q-tips so much. It doesn't feel like you're like grabbing the flux like with other fluxes. It feels like you're just soaking it up. It's pretty easy to clean. I like it. But it does take like a few more Q-tips since you are just soaking it up and not really like just grabbing it. Alright, let's try this again. See if I can get this off here from the suction of the flux. Let's use my hands to be honest. There. Okay, yeah. You know what? Those two look like there's a tiny bit on them. Let me get that off. Just to be safe. You can see on the camera is a massive reflection. There, it's better. Just there. Oh, I forgot this is magnetic. It should be okay. I'll just. Nope, nope, that ain't gonna work. Let me get it off the magnet. Good thing I can just take the silicone off. Alright, you stay still. I get it? Can't tell. Oh, still one little spot. Uh, might have to grab it with my tweezers. Right there too. That actually looks okay. Yep, looks okay to me. Okay, want that up in the corner on the left. Gotta clean this too. Oop. I'll let that dry. I've tried doing it with it still kind of wet with the alcohol before. It did not work out. Yeah, gotta clean that a little better. Alright, now let it dry. I could probably show you. I kind of mixed it up a little, so yeah. Now it's all, oh yeah, you can see, look at, see that? Just a little pool of flux right there. I usually grab from the driest spot. Also, the like extra bits that I've had that I've put up on the side are pretty dry. I've seen like NanoFix, he takes his little Kim wipes and dries off his solder paste before he uses it, and I've never had to do that, but I kind of feel like I should do it now for this one because that was pretty bad. All right, put this stencil back on it. Oh wait, let me clean this. I'll wipe off some of this. All right, how's that look now? Nope, still looks like crap. How about now? That looks better. All right. God, these magnets are so strong. Almost right there. Press that down as much as I can. All right. Grab some of the dry part. It was a lot drier than what I used last time. So hopefully this works out better. That looks pretty good. Go over it one more time. All right. that'll help get them a little even. All right, let's see how this goes this time. Still leaking quite a bit of flux out of there, huh? Some of those still look bigger to me. We'll find out. Yeah, that still looks like crap. Some of them are much bigger than others. That's weird. I have never had this experience. Let me reflow it real quick and see if anything changes. Look at that. There's little squares of flux around the edges. It's like the stencil's not laying perfectly flat on it. They still look pretty uneven. Let's see. And actually that does look quite a bit better. That might be okay. All my fibers are getting caught in them. That actually looks decent. I'm gonna try it. Trying to get all these fibers out of here. There's so many little fibers in it from the Q-tip. I guess that's just where they live now, because they don't want to come out. Maybe with a chem wipe? No, they're still in there. Or that one might just be a scratch. Okay. Some of those definitely look like they're slightly different size, but Not by much. I'm gonna try and put it on. We'll see what happens. All right. Make sure this is clean. Is that raised up in the middle on that one right there? Looks to me like it might be. Right there. Yeah, fibers are getting caught on it. It's a little high. One more cleaning, I suppose. Where's my wider? Ah, it's up here. I'm gonna use the wider wick. There we go. I felt it come off of there. It got so smooth after it did. And let me look at another EMC real quick to make sure I get the pin 1 correct. Pin 1 goes where the triangle is. Makes sense. So try it. Yeah. Triangle's right there, so it goes this way. It's a good way to figure out my exact position on this. Let me look at that other EMMC again. What can I follow? So that's barely visible. It kind of lines up with that line. And you can see about half of those. Okay. Oh, also that spot right there. So corner to corner is kind of on that line. So that line So right about a little lower than that. Right there. I think that's like perfect. Maybe slightly crooked though. Oop, oop. Let's see. Now it's a little too down. Whoops, too much weight on it. Still gotta go up on this side. That looks good. Right there. Alright, I'm gonna do 350, 30%. Hopefully we don't blow it away. Because it is leaning a little bit. It's at a tilt, so hopefully it stays there. Might slide a little. Let's see what side. There we go. Might slide a little once the flux melts. Oop, yep. Oops, that's too far. Okay, I gotta get this in position before I heat it up. Almost. Still nudge that. There. Oh, what was that? I think that's, oh, there we go. It just slid right in the face. Alright, well, hopefully those balls were all okay. I mean, it can't get really any worse than the long, long, long short, right? Yeah, I don't have a great, like, board holder for these. My fingers are pretty decent board holder. And our capacitor survived. Okay, port looks good. Still got all our caps on that side. Dry it off a little. Alright, let's see if there's any change whatsoever. Didn't even turn on. Might not be reading anything. Yeah, probably not. Or it could just be worse than it was. Maybe the battery's dead though. Let me see. Yeah, it's pulling 7 watts. Let me hit the reset button. Whoa, that is getting very hot. It is definitely shorting. That was very hot. Hang on, let me see if I can get my thermal camera up real quick. That was shorting so bad. There we go. Oh, look at that. I think it's not working. I think it's a little hot. Well, that's gonna need another reball, which, God, do I want to commit to that right now? And now that I unplugged it, it's beeping its own error code, which I assume is it doesn't detect the eMMC. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna plug it in one more time and see what happens. Turn on the temperature sensor. It didn't even turn on. What happened? Oh no, it's just, why is it reading the cold spots? There, put that there. Wait, is that heating up without even being turned on? Is that just heating up from the battery? Look at that, 54, 57, 58. Wow. I'm gonna turn it on for the hell of it. Okay, never mind, it just did nothing. Okay, well yeah, that's definitely shorting. Yeah, it went all the way up to 60. Wow. And now it's going back down. That's crazy. Oh look, the little global sensor decided to finally show the hot spot instead of the cold spot. Yeah, I assume like either the balls were different sizes that were very minor, or when it did that big movement as I was heating it up, it might have dragged solder. I'm willing to take it off. I don't know if I'm going to repaste it now. Might try it again later. Kind of just curious to see what it looks like under it. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely, I mean, I'm getting somewhere, right? This is my first. I think actually I've tried one of these before, but it was just like not even a functional eMMC, so I couldn't even check my work. I think the eMMC was the first thing I started practicing like repasting. And I was so bad at first. I mean, yeah, I probably did like 6 tries in a row, and it just like it was awful. I couldn't get it off the stencil. Every ball was like clumped or different size. Uh, I seem to still be struggling with the EMMCs, but I'm really good at doing the smaller chips on the Switch. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Some of those don't even have any solder on them. There's no way that all the solder came off onto the EMMC. There's no way. It just never made a connection. Well, maybe I will do it one more time. Why not? Let me clean this up. Right? That's good. Clean that up later. Probably should cut off the end of this wick real quick. Yeah, I definitely need to order new ceramic scissors. You ever use these ceramic scissors? They're awesome. I like them just for like small tasks. They're like a couple dollars. They don't cost much. Yeah, yep, the little ceramic shears. I got the idea off of NanoFix's recommendation because he's always doing little AliExpress haul videos. NanoFix has probably been like the biggest inspiration for me to like start doing this. His videos have been so helpful. So got a crack in the middle there, a little scratch. I think this chip's got one repaste left on its lifespan. What is that on the end? I think I need to clean that too. Whatever that is. I don't know how that got there. I wonder if that was the issue. I don't know what those are, but could have been bridging those. Got a little, when I was at a bend in the chip. It's hard to tell. Wow, looks fine from this angle. Alright. Clean this up a little more. Turn it that way. It's easiest. Alright. Stencil good? It's got some solder left on it. Can I just kind of pick that up, my soldering there? Kinda. There's still a little in there. Let me just put some flux on it and then go over it with the wick. I'll just do it on my silicone mat. See if that helped out. That looks better except for right there. Okay, I pushed that off. No problem. Alright, I think that's good. Let me make sure that it came off the other side. Oops, it's at the bottom. Alright. This makes me want to invest in the MOE reballing stencil because I do think they have BGA stencils. I've never I've never done actual reballing, just repasting. It's still a little off. Oh, wait, am I low or high? I'm low. There we go. There we go. Alright, it's pressed down as much as it can be. I'm gonna try and dry this a bit. I put it on Chem Wipe. Alright, dried it up a little bit. Alright, here goes nothing, eh? Alright, back down to 330. Oh, I have I've reused my flex cables quite a few times. They're pretty fragile though. I noticed mine are like starting to get not great. I know that on AliExpress they have some sellers who you can just buy more cables from. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you would definitely need those. All right. So yeah, now lower the airspeed down to 30% at 330. Oh yeah. I I haven't done any of the V6S cables. Like I have two other um Picoflies for the OLED, but they're both I think V3. Look at all that flux coming out. Even after I dried it. I shouldn't have mixed up the uh, solder paste. I should have left that pool of flux in the middle and just gone around it. I almost want to, okay, I almost want to wipe it, but I'm just going to go for it. That one up at the top, I don't know if you can see, it looks kind of big. Is there only one seller? Oh, you mean for the V6S version? Yeah, I know. Most of them I look at are all the other version. Yeah. They had one. They had like the whole V6S kit listed not too long ago, but it was pricey. It was like $14, and you also had to pay like $10 shipping. Whereas like I got the other versions for like $5 a piece, and it was like $5 for shipping. Alright, how bad's this look? Is that a... Look at... It's just, so many of them are, I think, still different sizes. Let's see, this is where, like, a reballing stencil would come in handy, because then you would know for sure that there was equal balls on it, right? Because you're only fitting one ball in each hole. Oh, oh, down. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, the 3-in-1s. Yeah, I need to order some more. Someone asked me today, because I've been selling all the switches I do fix on eBay, because I'm just buying them off eBay and selling them after I repair them. And someone asked me if I could do a OLED HW fly installation. And I told them, yeah, I could, because I've done it a couple times, but I've only done it using the DAT0 adapter. I've never done the kamikaze method, which is more reliable. But um, I do have one OLED donor board. I was thinking of just doing the kamikaze on that and seeing how difficult it is. I do have a grinding pin and stuff, and solder mask and all that. I would be interested in getting like good enough at it that I could sell it as a service. At least there's no like random solder around the chip this time. Some tweezers so I can hold this down. Okay, those are all melted. They actually don't look too bad now. After the reflow, they don't look too bad. Oh, oh, camera's all blurry. It's because the silicone's rising in the heat. That might be okay. I don't know. Let's clean it off and see how it looks. Oh, where's my tweezers to hold it in place? Get fibers all in it. Let me use a chem wipe instead. Yeah, they don't look too bad after reflow. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Yeah, you can really see it with the alcohol on it. Looks good. So we'll see if I can get it on this time without it blowing away. Maybe I'll try 25% airspeed. Got a lot of little scratches. Actually, some of that might be fiber, I'm not really sure. I think it's scratches, little micro scratches. Probably from the copper wick. Alright, let's try this again. Oop, it's backwards. There we go. Right about there, I think. I'm gonna look at another EMC. Yeah, except I think I'm a little crooked down here. Well, I'm getting a little shady. That looks good. Alright, well, you know what? I don't remember if I put flux under it. I don't think I did. I did not. I should probably clean this off first too, because after I did this, I never cleaned it. Oh yeah, that's some sticky flux. Look at that. That must be glue from the bottom of the EMMC. Let me get that glue out of here. Yeah. Alright. That's probably good enough. Yeah, you think? Uh, let's see. Looks pretty good. This is a different, this must be a version 1 board I'm looking at or something. No, it's an O1. That's slightly different. That looks good, I think. Wait, let me look at it from this way. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, I'm gonna raise the temp up to 350. I'll try 25% airspeed this time. It's probably gonna move just a little when the flux melts, and I'll just reposition it. Yep, there it goes. Whoops. Oop, right about there. Yeah, really. wait till it drops on. I think it just did. Yep. A couple little love taps. And we're good. Let it cool down a bit before I clean it with alcohol. Wonder if my USB device will work this time. Let's see. Is it detected? No, it's still not detected. And reconnect. Nope. I don't know what happened. Probably gotta reinstall my USB drivers. Either that or it could be my motherboard. I just kind of salvaged this motherboard from an old computer. It's not a bad motherboard, but I mean it's got a 5800X in it, Ryzen, and I forget what motherboard is exactly. I think it's an Asus board. Okay, that's cooled down. Yeah, well, I build computers too, because why not, you know? That was my first love, was building computers. And then, I don't know, I got kind of bored of it, and that's when I started kind of like dabbling in actually repairing things instead of just like swapping parts for good parts, like taking out bad parts, put in a good part, you know? I did even briefly go to like a vocational school for computers. I enjoyed it back then, and I'm glad I went because there's a lot of good information that I learned. But it doesn't pay well, and it just wasn't long-term interesting for me. Sucks now too with the market, like trying to build a computer is so expensive right now. Alright, well, I want to make sure this connector's clean. Just hit it with this brush. I can actually just look it up, huh? What is it? System info? It's a tough gaming X570 plus Wi-Fi. So it's an X570. I usually get the X variants instead of the B because, I don't know, I like to waste my money on higher end stuff. Alright, let me clean this up a little and try this one more time. See if anything changed. Do we go thermal camera? See if it does the same as before? Why not? Yeah, I know. I think we'll start with the thermal camera this time. There we go. Getting a bit of a reflection on it, but that's okay. Battery's plugged in. It's not immediately cooking. Maybe when I hit the power button. Oh, I saw a light. Dang. Okay, so I got the reball fine because it's doing long, long, long short again. So at least I know that repasting it was successful. So yeah, that's an achievement. But yeah, it appears the EMMC is dead as fuck. I mean, I could do like one last test on the caps, I guess, on the EMMC, but yeah, I think it's RIP. That means I won't be able to get the product keys off it. So it looks like this will be a donor board. I mean, I know the rest of it's good. Yeah, I doubt it's the caps too. I definitely agree with you. Yeah, that cap is still there. That looks fine. And those ones are all intact. Check the resistance on them. It gives any number. Yep, that one's fine. Yep, that one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. And that one is also fine. Let me see. I'll go there. Yeah, I've done that before. Um, so yeah, I could put a new eMMC on it, right? But then it would only work through custom firmware. So I could still technically like get this switch working. Um, but it would never be able to connect to Nintendo again. It would have to be custom firmware only. I'm kind of curious. When you were saying like hot swap it earlier, I wonder what'll happen. I'm gonna test that. Why not? Why not? This is not the board that I took the EMM. Wait, is this the same one I took the EMMC off earlier? Yeah, okay, it is. It was just kind of stuck back on. So let's see if I can get it to boot with this other EMMC and then swap it. I have where's my SD cards? Right here. I'm gonna have to put the SD card thing on. That's up on the shelf behind me. Yeah, here we go. This is my least favorite part to plug in. Oh my god, okay, that one actually went in easy. I usually do not get them in that easily. This dang cable's in the way. Get this out of here. I should probably plug in the game card reader too, so I can use the digitizer. I know. It's just so hard to get that little one to line up. Wait, what screw is this? Where am I put? Yeah, it's this screw. Well, technically it's this screw. I think it's like a 0.1 millimeter difference. Oops, screw came off. There we go. Is that on? Okay, it's not on that top piece. There we go. Alright, that'll hold that in place. And I'll throw on, I think this is the game card reader for it. Actually put one more screw in it. And this is the same screw. Just need one. Come on. There we go. Alright. That feels like it's in good. Pretty hard to mix up the eMMCs because only one will boot, so. Nothing happened. Maybe it's still in stuck on state. Plug it in to charge it too. Okay, this is the dead eMMC. So this is the good one. Oh, yeah, it would help if I actually like put the SD card in. It should be off. There we go. Now what happens if I take this out? Does it just shut off? It's still on. What happens when I go to eMMC? Nothing. Just says there's issues. Failed to init eMMC. Right, right. Oops, got it backwards. Okay. Now what? Issues. Lots of issues. It exists though. Let me see if it'll be detected by the computer and I can, well, wait, first let me open lockpick. See if it'll get to lockpick. It did. Now, can we dump the keys? Unable to mount system partition. It did dump product info. Yeah. I mean, even without the GPP partition, I can still restore it with a donor GPP and the product info. If it's actually dumping the product info, right? Oh, it's probably gonna do the thing now, isn't it? I have to swap back. Wait, it's booting. Nope. Wait, I got one yellow. Oh my god, it booted. What? What? It booted with the bad eMMC. This is the this is the good one, right? I didn't switch them up, did I? I mean, there's no way. If plug this in, it's dying. Yeah, they're both Samsungs. You know what though? This one doesn't have a QR code. That's how I can tell. And just to be sure, let's power this off. Because I want to double check that again. Like this is the, well, honestly, I could just look at it under the microscope, and if I see flux on it, I know it's the one that I reballed. Let me just get a glance at this. Uh, no, this is a good one. I don't know how I did that. How did I mix that up? This one's the one I've redone. So the QR code is the one that's been redone. A lot of flux around this one. And this one, it will not start. Let's see. And then if I figure this out, then it'll be easy. I just had to pay attention to the QR code. Yeah, okay, this is the bad one. So the QR code's the bad one. Good to know. And I'm just gonna power it off. Move this back away. Okay, let's do the hot swap thing again. Okay, power on. Is it stuck in power on state? Might have to unplug the battery. What if I just reset? There we go. Okay, now we'll take this one out. Oh, that one's fine. Put the QR code one in. Okay, I can get it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Console info, eMMC. It's reading it. Once again, let me make sure I lockpick the right one. So this is the bad one. It finished. It had no errors. What? That's crazy. Can it reboot to Hecate with this one in it? It did. It reboots. It just doesn't boot. Okay, let me go to Tools. I'm gonna mount the SD card real quick. I want to look at these files. Oh yeah, I gotta plug in the other cable. I want to make sure I only have this backup and not the other ones, because I've done a few with this SD card. So this one was DF, I remember. So I'm going to delete these two. Why did that one not delete? Error is keeping me from deleting it. Alright, whatever. I know it's this DFB one. Okay. Let's dismount it. And let's mount the... Well, first, actually, let's go and back up eMMC. Okay, we got the boot. Boot 0 and boot 1. Now we try raw NAND. And we'll see if that succeeds. Hey, good idea doing the hot swap. I don't think I would have thought of that, to be honest. I've never done that. Yeah, tighten down the mount for my arm just came loose with my microscope on it. I do have a donor EMC. I have several. I even have donor GPPs if I need them. I mean, it looks like it successfully got the product info. And I can merge that product info onto the GPP of some donor. Need a flathead screwdriver. I guess I could use this little one maybe. No, that's not flat. No, it's not flat. This one. Oh wait, I have the tool for the mount, right? It's like attached to it. It's in such an awkward position. I don't know how these came loose. There we go. That's a lot better. Already at 29%. Oh yeah, there's two of them. That's right. Alright, I guess I'll clean up some. Did I clean this? No, I don't think I did. It really doesn't need any thermal compound on it, does it? It's only a 35C doing this, at least. Yeah, I know. Oops, one of my SD cards just came flying out of that. Do I have the plastic this was on? Yep, over here. Need tweezers to pick it up. Oh, okay, that just shot somewhere behind my desk. The back plate? On what, just the regular switches, not the OLEDs? So what I do is, like, once I get all the screws out, I lift from the bottom, and then it always kind of sticks here, right? So you just kind of take a finger and put it under there and just push up. It usually comes out. Yeah, yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Sometimes I'll rock it back and forth a little bit while I'm putting pressure under it. I just make sure not to like lift the back plate too high at the bottom. Damn. I swear though, the little screw holes for the top and the two for the bottom, those things break so much. I get so many switches that someone has like over tightened a screw or something, and those just break so easily. They're very delicate. I have to buy more backplates all the time. I mean, you can see I've just got a bunch more too. This is just two of the like 7 backplates I'm sitting on right now because these little tabs break off so much. And I don't like selling them with like stripped out screws and stuff that don't screw in. I wonder if this, I mean, it could just be corrupted. I could always try to just do a restore on this before even trying to merge the product info to a new GPP. So I can clean up these tweezers. No, even on just this eMMC, it might be worth just doing a system restore and like using NanFix Pro. Here, I can now. I mean, it just I mean, once I'm backing this up, right? So I'll have the backup. I can always uh return it to how it was. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can just do a level 1 system restore on it and see if that does anything. And yeah, I know if the backup is broken, then yeah. But if the backup is borked, then I wouldn't be able to get it transferred onto the donor eMMC either. But as long as I have the product keys, it's fine. The product info file. Everything depends on that product info being complete. And after this backup, I'll move that to my computer so it's safe no matter what. Yeah, we're on the second one now. Getting everything a little organized here. Got like random chips everywhere that I tried on this switch. I think this is a, I don't know, I think this is a Max chip, Max 77620H. Got another chip right here. I'm not sure what this is. It might be the other max chip. I don't know. There's a hair on it. Cat hair. Put this in here. I want to keep this board and that together. Oh, yeah, I like these ones. Mine, when I got them, were like, the tips weren't quite perfect. I did have to use like a diamond sharpening block to get them right. But yeah, these are like the good ones. The ones I use when I really need it to be like perfect. I like these ones too. I don't use these as much because they came like they're very spread apart. These are my widest tweezers, so they take a lot of force to hold closed, and that eventually gets like strainful on the wrist. So I don't use these ones as much, but I do like that they're flat. It helps a lot for picking up like larger chips. And then I just have these two. One's like more dull. The other one's, this one's super sharp. I also have one more of the blue tweezers, just the straight ones, instead of the little curve. Are they more expensive? I don't remember which brand those ones are that I got. Oop, knocking stuff down. My little 3D printed scraper. These plastic razor blades. Clean this off a little. Surprised it hasn't crashed. Almost there. I mean, it didn't have any errors. Finished and verified. I think I'll try the system restore real quick before I end stream, but I'm quite hungry and I need to go get some food. Um, but yeah, I want to first let me connect the uh, tools USB read only off. Connect the SD card so I can get the product info off of it just to make sure that that is going to be safe always. Where is it? I don't even see it actually. Oh, there. There they are. I'm just gonna back up the whole thing to my computer. That way there's no chance of losing any of it. Copy to desktop. 29 gigs. Gonna take a minute. since the SSD cards aren't that fast. Oof, that says about 19 minutes. Oh wait, let's see, where is it? Just gonna bring it up. There we go, 3% complete. It's chugging along. So do you just mess around like modding Nintendo Switches, or do you just have your own that you use modded, or like what do you do in the repair space? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I was armchair for a long time. Yeah, it took me a while to finally decide, like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna get into this too. It took me even longer to work up the courage to stream it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I searched a lot on eBay, and I watch usually the auctions, and I try to get them at decent prices. Pretty recently, I found a lot of like 28 Nintendo Switches that were broken, and I went ahead and bought those 28 Switches. I think I'm about like halfway through them. I fixed like 13 of them. So now I fixed all the nice looking ones first. Um, so I'm working on now the ones that are kind of not so great. Like you see this one has a lot of scratches. Um, I went ahead, I bought a bunch of digitizers. Even though the digitizers work, I've been replacing the digitizers on the ones that are like heavily scratched and just kind of refurbishing them fully, at least as much as like it's worth it to refurbish because, the parts cost money and really like the difference between selling a Switch that has scratches in it and isn't that great a condition versus a Switch that's in like perfect condition is really only like 15 to 20 bucks. So as long as I can keep like the repair cost down. I mean, I'm definitely not making money on my time. Let's put it that way. But the goal is just learn, right? Keep learning, keep learning. Eventually hoping to like be able to offer services to people and have the confidence to um, work on other people's consoles and not just ones that I own. I'm pretty confident right now that I could do like simple stuff. Like I could replace USB ports, no problem. I can even repair the traces on USB ports, like you were saying that yours is broken. Um, Really, with any of the soldering and the hot air stuff, I'm confident in. The only thing that I'm not fully confident in yet is the diagnosing. Um, I haven't really gotten down like a method to diagnosing things. I kind of just wing it still. I have a few consoles that I haven't quite figured out what's wrong with them yet. So I just kind of want to get more of a method of diagnosing down, like steps and stuff. Like, okay, start here. If this works, then, I don't have to check these. Um, Kind of like that. Retro 6 has been very helpful. NanoFix YouTube channel has been very helpful. He works on a lot of switches. Um, JFix, he doesn't work on switches really, but he's got some very helpful YouTube videos about like starting repairs and streaming and posting YouTube videos. We watched Electronics Repair School, learning electronics repair. Joey does tech. All right. So you fucked up the pads, huh? I can't really zoom in that much on it. Wait. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. I'm looking at the connector. Hard to tell in the first one. Also, I'm on like a 1080p TV. Oh yeah, okay. I could definitely see with the USB-C port. Well, the pads look okay, I think. I mean, it looks like you have all the... Are they? I've done like trace and pad repair. I had one, my God, you should, if you think that's bad, hang on, I got something to show you. Let's see, which one of my switches is it? Oh, okay, here you go. I bought this switch pretty much just for parts because look at this thing. Look at what the guy who owned this before me did to this. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get this focused. Alright, look at... And let me get that. There you go. How's that for broken pads and traces? I think there's only like 6 of them that aren't gone. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I don't think this one is like economically repairable. There is in like Europe, there's a person who sells these flex cables that just go over this, and then it goes to the back of the board and solders directly to these points. And so you can actually fix this. But the cost to get one of those flex cables to America is like not worth, yeah, rip traces, exactly. But yeah, it's not worth it for me though to order them to fix this. It's too expensive. Oh, did they? Holy crap. That's crazy. 50% complete on the transfer. Yeah, that's wild. That's not a price increase. That is a fuck you increase. That is a we're hosing the customer increase. Yeah, that's awful. Yikes. My streamer bot chat decided to break. I can still see chat, but only one of them. I can't view YouTube as well. Or sometimes I'll click on Twitch and it'll show me YouTube chat. And I'll click on YouTube and it'll show me Twitch chat. It's so weird. $5? Wow. That's crazy. No? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, I believe you. Okay, I got an eBay notification a bit ago, probably just telling me, oh, okay. I ordered another Switch and it's, with the carrier, and also one of my Switches I sold got delivered. Why'd that take so long? I sent that out a while ago. I was lucky. I was able to get a Switch just yesterday for $60 with the Joy-Cons, which is not bad. I'm usually willing to pay up to like 50 uh dollars for just the tablet, but that's a little high too. I'd prefer to get them cheaper, but it's pretty hard. Oh yeah, that's nice. I've been thinking about like contacting pawn shops and Goodwill, and I've already tried like electronics recycling places near me, but none of them sell like at their site. They just post all their stuff on eBay, and then you have to pay the shipping and the eBay fee. But it'd be nice if I had like another source other than just eBay, since after shipping and the fee, it's kind of cuts into the profits quite a bit. Yeah, I called like three of them. One of them didn't respond. The other one said they don't sell their stuff, and the other one said that they post it on eBay. Yeah, I got the idea for the e-waste people because I don't know, Salem Techsperts. He gets all his laptops from e-recycling. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. You make money to get them, and then you make money to sell them. I'm over here like, yo, I'll take them for free. You'll never see them again. Yeah, I get you. Wow, really? I haven't tried any of the Goodwills yet, but I think I was watching like Tronics Fix the other day, and he was saying that he got something that he was fixing from Goodwill. And I've noticed a lot of the people that I buy switches from on eBay are actually just like pawn shops. So that's why I thought of them. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at their website at all. If I was gonna get anything from Goodwill, it would be in person. Yeah, Baya? I don't think I've Baya. Huh. I never looked at this place. Good to know. I'll have to look more on there at some point. Video games and consoles. Hmm. Don't ask. Oh yeah, got a lot of controllers. Oh yeah, for parts are not working. Nice. Yeah, I'll give that a look. Alright, what's this file transfer at? 92. Then I can try the system restore. Yeah. Well, I mean, even on eBay, some of the listings can be sketchy. A lot of the people try to sell their Nintendo Switches and, they advertise it like the thing's never been touched, and then you get it and you find out it's been opened up and like half the screws are missing or half the screws are all the wrong screws in the wrong place, or they've done soldering on the board already and fucked it up horribly. Damn. The first two Switches I ever bought both had eMMC problems. I was like, man, I did not get lucky on those first two. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of shops out there that have a questionable amount of skill and experience. I mean, I feel like some of these shops are just a dude who one day is like, you know what, I'm gonna open a repair shop, and it's like, how much experience do you have? Oh, none. I'm just gonna figure it out along the way on customers' devices. Yeah, strip screws are definitely the most common thing that I run into. Oh, file transfer's done. All right, let's see. Let's see if a system restore level 1 will fix this. Alright, gotta disconnect it. Actually, I think I was on SD card already, so yeah, I was. I could have just stayed there. Alright, I'll share my screen. There you go. There. Okay, firmware folder I've got. Yep, that's the firmware folder. I'm mounted, right? Yep. Just get the keys. Alright, that worked. Ejecting. Okay, switching to eMMC raw GPP. We're good. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get this going. No errors yet. Knock on wood. Yeah, I know, it's all slow. I think we're probably limited by the speed of the SD card. I got 3 chips here on my silicone mat that I don't remember if they're good or not. They've just been sitting there for a while. Let's see what these even are. This one is a... what am I looking at here? This is a Max 77620H. Not sure if good or not. What's this other one I got here? BQ chip. And the audio chip as well. I think this audio chip was bad for sure. So I'm gonna throw that away. I'm gonna save the Max and the BQ and just I don't know, right on the Ziploc, like maybe good question mark. Last resort chips. If I happen to run out. Not sure if good. Alright, the chips Max 77620H and BQ. It's working. Oh yeah, I know, we got another one. And there's another step after this too, so let's find out. Oh wait, yeah, we're going in megabytes right now. I was like, oh, it's about to hit the 2.5 gigs, and then it was like, oh no, we're in megabytes still. Look how the remaining time is climbing. I don't think it does. This could, I mean, honestly, this might indicate that, like, that chip is bad. Because I don't remember it, like, going this slow. Because that is very slow. I could have run a benchmark on the eMMC. Because, yeah, this is going by, like, kilobytes. It's definitely not right. It should be going faster. So this, it might be a bad chip. I'm gonna reset it. Uh, I don't know, at the risk of breaking it, but yeah, that's definitely not right. Wait, why is it? It's still going. I'll just close it. Yep, now I stopped it. Alright, let me eject it. Oops, I eject. Nope, okay, it's already ejected. Oh yeah. Well, that's going fine. Raw reads. Oh, here, let me. There. I mean, it's doing fine so far. Maybe it's the writing. Yeah, I have the whole backup. Everything came out fine. What the heck? There we go. Might mean a hardware issue. Okay. I think um I think I'll remount it and I'll try to let that run. I'm pretty sure that it's definitely a hardware issue at this point. Oh wait, I didn't turn off read only. I had to connect it and disconnect it. So I'll probably just end stream because I'm sure that's going to take like hours at that rate. And then I'm sure it's going to probably still not work. Uh, yeah, so I will have to transfer this onto, like you said, a donor probably. I mean, I don't see this working on this same eMMC chip. Let me get firmware again. Get keys from SD. Keys obtained. Yeah, I think the chip is fucked too. Alright, restarting level 1. I'm just gonna let that do its thing, but I'm sure I'll come back to either a failure or bad chip. Alright, well, yeah, I appreciate you hanging around. It's been nice to have someone to talk to, because, I mean, I've probably done, like, maybe only, like, 5 streams, and really nobody comes in at all. So, it's been awesome to have someone hanging out. So I appreciate you. Have a good night.